Hello and welcome to another update video about SUI. SUI. It is possible that SUI has bottomed in the support zone after reacting quite strongly to the 50% Fibonacci retracement. As always, we are, when we're looking at a potentially bullish chart, because SUI formed a 5-wave rally to the upside, questionable though, because it looks very messy. But it's also a short chart history, so it's not my favorite chart, I have to say that as well. But I hope that's clear. Whenever we are dealing with a chart that's really only finished its first 5-wave move, then obviously probabilities aren't the greatest. You know, there are different chart qualities, but still, you know, 5 waves up indicates we can watch for a 3-wave pullback. And in the white count, which is, you could say, what I prefer at the moment until the market tells me that something different is going on, we've bottomed already in wave 2. But it's obviously very early, so probabilities are still very, very unclear, and it's on very shaky grounds, you can say. But as soon, if wave 2 really bottomed down there at the 50% retracement level at 89 cents, then a 3rd wave rally has started, which should take the price to $10 possibly, maybe even higher. Just be a bit careful with those targets, okay? It's still very early in the process, but as long as we are holding this last low, this is where it should get to. Pretty good reward to risk ratio. And I will zoom in a minute. There are some roadmap targets along the way that should be reached. In the 3rd wave, we know that a wave 1 of wave 3 would typically target the 38.2 extension or maybe the 61.8 extension. So we talk about 177, maybe 270. We'll first see if the price reacts to 177. This is the first pivot where the wave 2 pullback could start. If it breaks above it, then we might be dealing with the extended target, the 270 level. Okay, so that's where I would like to see a start of wave 2. If it doesn't finish there, the wave 1, then probabilities increase already that we're already in the third of the 3rd wave, which should normally reach the 100% extension, maybe the 123.6 extension. So between $5 to $8 roughly. Obviously we can, this is just an initial roadmap now. We can calculate those targets much more precisely as we go along. Then there should be a 4th wave and a 5th wave. And the 5th wave of the 3rd should then reach $10. Then ideally we get another 4-5 pattern. Yeah, but let's first see if we can actually fill in some of these waves. These are only to be seen as guide paths. This is not an absolute prediction that we are filling in this pathway now, but it gives you some levels to watch, some pivots, some areas where there could be roadblocks, And one of those roadblocks is the yellow scenario, because it's possible that this wave 2 never finished and that we're just looking at a B wave rally right now. And this means that instead of wave 2 already finished, this was an A wave down, which bottomed in April. B wave rally is unfolding right now, and then there could be still another C wave down, would lead to eventually a much more extended correction. In this scenario, the B wave rally is basically unfolding now and could find resistance in this region between $1.41 and $1.81. A break above 181 would clearly already shift probabilities towards the white count, which I'm already following because I can technically count the correction complete, but it's obviously much more is needed. Bear in mind that also this 5th wave should be a 5-wave move. I don't have any clear microstructure here at all. I'm just going to give you the outline, It's way too early really to say how this would exactly subdivide. Well, it should be a 5-wave move, but I don't really have a very clear view of what this here could be. I've got maybe a tiny 1-2. Is this a 3rd wave, 4th, 5th? Maybe, this could be on the micro level now. 5 waves possibly completed. It's at least something that I'm considering. There could be a tiny 1-2, then another 1-2, but it's so small, it's not reliable. But yeah, I think we have possibly 5 waves completed. So that means in any pullback, as long as a higher low is holding above that 89 cent level, then a 3rd wave could start of wave 1 of an even larger 3rd wave. But this is unreliable micro counting. What I want to share with you is we've broken above the trend line. I talked about that in previous updates. And I've given you a roadmap, resistances, invalidation points, and yeah, I mean, that's sort of what we're dealing with here. There is not much more to say. We have structural resistance together with FIB resistance around 141. I think that's very, very important as well. Yeah, that's my update about SUI. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.